Hey, welcome to my journey. Scooch over here so they can see you.
Oh. Hey.
Listen, my mouth's acting weird. If my phone falls, I apologize. But we are headed to the garden center because guess what? The tiller is ready. So we have a plan. He still has to fix Holly's lawnmower because that's what we carry our buckets of water down to the garden to fill the mater holes. And we're also thinking about getting one of those things for Holly to go out there in the mornings and move around, you know, while it's germinating. And when we have these dry spells, which we're coming upon a huge dry spell, it appears. And so
our parts for the lawnmower are supposed to be here today.
So. The parts for the lawnmower, but
take the next left onto Rogers Lake Road.
We're going to Mooresville, and I'm not exactly sure how to get to this particular garden center. We went there last year, but we went there from another place that is where I bought the old seeds, and I had to take them back because, like I told David, I'm not willing to put this big of a garden in the hands of old seeds. I'm just not. So anyway, here's our plan.
Continue on Rogers Lake Road for 1.5 miles.
See, I know how to get to Mooresville. It's just the once we get to Mooresville part I need. So if she's talking while I'm talking, just I apologize. We're going to get our seeds and plants today. He's going to work on the lawnmower and finish tilling tomorrow because the tiller's ready, so he'll get it tomorrow. And then we plan on planting on Monday. Ain't that our plan?
I don't think it's going to take that long to till it tomorrow. We might get a lot of planting done tomorrow.
We might get the plants planted tomorrow at least.
Right. I know the easy stuff like the corn and the okra, stuff like that you can just cut a row, and I got a planter that you just walk behind.
I'm sorry you can't see him.
And okay, but you can cut a row and plant easy with that thing. I mean, you can, you know, less than a minute you can plant a row.
Yeah, yeah, because you put the seeds down in the hopper and it.
Yeah, it automatically spits it out for you and it spaces it for you and everything.
Yeah, so it's a cool little gadget. None of that bending over and doing all that, planting them seeds.
Right.
So, don't forget to pack it in the truck tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Because it's up here in our building. So that's where we're going right now. We're going to the seed place.
1 mile, turn right onto Kannapolis Parkway.
Yes, ma'am. The Children's is just now catching the school bus. I thought school was already started. 8:45. Didn't you?
Yeah, I thought they would be at school by now.
Huh. Maybe they changed the hours.
Right, turn right onto Kannapolis Parkway.
So, I will film at the nursery. I'll probably be filming David scooping up the seeds and whatnot.
Continue on Kannapolis Parkway for 1.5 miles.
But that's part of our journey, and since we're showing you the journey, I want you to see the whole thing. So, all right, well, I'll see you at the nursery. Okay, we're at the plant and seed store. I don't know what you call it. It's Brawley's in Mooresville. And we're going to go out here now and pick out our mater plants and our pepper plants. Looks like they got a lot of nice looking plants. He's going to be my pickerer. Okay, here are all the plants we got. Our maters and cucumbers and peppers. We're going to plant those as plants, and we got all kind of different varieties. Now we're going to go inside and buy our seeds. Okay, so here is inside, and we're going to go over here and we're going to look at all these different seeds. Where's your paper at, honey? Got it? Okay. Oh, there's our purple hulls. So we're going to get some purple hull. You want a knuckle purple hull? Look, there's a Mississippi. There's a pink eye. Which one you think?
I think the Mississippi, if I'm not mistaken, is the one I used to do.
Okay. Read on there and see how many we need for a 50-foot row.
Yeah, but I think this is gonna be.
The pink eye? That says that's also called cow peas. I want some that comes out looking like purple hulls.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. See, that looks like it's gonna be a cowpea when it comes out.
So does that.
Well, let's look around. I don't think that's what
Okay, we know we don't want any of these because he don't eat peas. Let's turn around. Okay, here's our corn. There's the golden queen we wanted to try. See, read your, or does it say on the, yeah, pack 2024, that's what I like to see. See, we're going by our little garden center paper we had last year. Okay, over here, look, they got a silver king. So here's all the different, more corns. What is a peaches and cream corn? Bicolored sweet corn. Sugar enhanced. Oh my goodness. Options.
Yeah, I ain't never seen that
I
before.
hadn't either. Candy yellow corn. Honey select corn. They sound like nice and sweet, don't they?
Yeah.
But we was raised on Silver Queen. That's what I was raised on.
Silver
when
Queen.
I was a little girl.
Yeah, Golden Queen.
We're gonna try the Golden Queen.
Well, how?
It's according if you want to do 2, 3, or 4 rows of corn.
Well, what I'm thinking is if we do like 4 half rows when it blows
Silver on one side and golden on the other.
right, because we're gonna mix it up when the wind blows. That's how it pollinates.
So we'll get an 8-ounce one of these, because that'd be
It'll be half and half.
right. Wouldn't that be right?
Yeah.
8 ounces of each.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Get 4 ounces of that. Put that in here. We better do some more kind of peas on the other side. Oh, here's an October bean. I want an October bean. Okay, so here we come over here and some more. I got to have an October bean. Get me 4 ounces of that. Okay. Now we got to decide on what kind of. I do want the blue lake beans right there in front of you.
All right.
I know no, they're stringless. It says they're stringless.
Okay.
See how many ounces takes up a 100-foot row. This is the bush.
Bush snap.
Yeah.
1 pound for a 100-foot row.
Well, I know I want some other kind of beans, I'm sure. You want any half runners? Are they stringless? Get me a bush bean. A blue lake bean. I definitely want those.
You want a half row?
Well, I want enough to can. So between this, let's do a half row of this and a half row of another kind.
Yeah, we still can do a half row of like Kentucky.
You pick one of them. Just pick me one that's stringless. Since I picked these, you pick the next one. As long as it's stringless, please.
Okay.
So you got these others.
Well, no, these are half runners. Half runner. There's another half runner.
Don't none of them say stringless, do they?
That's what I was looking for.
Oh, there's our lima beans. Is it? You can't even see. It's the light's coming in, so you can't see.
Yeah.
Christmas pole limas. Definitely get some of those. See how many does the paper say you need? It's up there under bush limas.
Pole lima.
Bush. Does it say bush limas?
It says pole lima.
Oh, okay. Does it say pole limas?
Yeah.
Okay, how many?
Half a pound for a 100-foot row.
Well, just get 4 ounces then, because that'll give us a half a row of those.
Wait a minute. You want red if you want that red, right?
No, I want the one that says Christmas limas. What's the difference? What is the difference?
This is Christmas pole lima.
And what's that one say? Christmas pole lima. What's the
I think it's the color.
Get me one of each.
Alright.
Listen, you know we some bean people. What can we say? There's the Kentucky Wonders you just want to get.
Yeah.
Get a 50-foot roll of that. How much was that? 4 ounces.
Okay.
Okay, we got our green beans. Look, there's our baby limas. White butter pea, lima beans. That's the baby limas right there.
Alright.
I'm pretty sure. White butter pea. Oh, here's some speckled butter beans. Look,
Yeah.
give me some of them for sure. Yeah, half a roll of that. We'll just get half a roll of all the beans.
And a half a roll
Now
of
that's
the
the
green.
big. I think this is the small one that you like. I'm sorry, there's sun coming in. Now I can't see what we're doing. So get a half a.
Half a full.
All right, look else. What else have we got highlighted on there? We got to find the okra. Oh, we didn't look for onion sets.
Alright, there we go.
All right, we got our snap beans. We got our lima beans. Collards. We didn't get collards. We got our corn. We got our cucumbers. We didn't get our okra. We didn't get our onions. We got all the peas we want. We got all the peppers we want.
We didn't get
We
squash.
didn't get squash. So we need squash, okra, onions, and collards. Okay, over here's a bunch more seeds. Oh, there's my patty pans. I forgot about those. Here is straight neck, squash.
There's the crooknecks right here.
Cucumber. All of these over here. I'm gonna get her to come over here and measure some up. Okay, here's everything we bought. Here's all our plants, and then here's all the seeds. So I think we even got some pumpkin. I told David, I said, let's plant some pumpkin for Jacob. He said, I've never planted pumpkin. I said, well, they'll either grow or they won't. What do we got to lose? A couple dollars? So we got the sugar pie. That way it's small enough for him to pick up, and I can freeze it for pies and all kind of things that you use pumpkin for, especially in the Weight Watcher world. So that is the end of our garden and seed center adventure. I'm not sure what's coming up next, but it'll be maybe some tilling and some planting. I don't know, just hang around, we'll see. Well, I'm sitting down here at the Holly's house waiting on David. He had to go get the tiller because it's ready, and I told him, I said, well, originally I was going to be here later to give him time to get the tiller, and I said, well, no, I still got some money left from when I went yard selling last week. I'm just going to take my time and see if I see any. Well, I saw one, and it was tiny, but there was this, if you can see it, I can't tell what you're looking at. It's like a stand with these wire baskets, and it's got a drawer. And I rode around like, that's tiny. I'm like, but that basket, I think I can use this. I went back around, and I didn't have enough cash on me. I got it for $25. And she says you can knock it down to $25, so I don't know what she was asking for it. But it's a nice one. And I said, well, let me run to the bank, and I'll come back. And so I give her what money I had. I said, here, you hold this, and you'll know I'm coming back for it. And so I went and got money for it. And there was this antique table, which is in the middle. And it's a beautiful shelf, little mirror at the top, a little decorative drawer. And she said she had $20 on it. She said she was only getting rid of it because she redid her kitchen and she didn't really need it. But she said, well, if it don't sell, I'll probably just bring it back in. She said, it's an antique. And I'm like, yeah. I said, if I had somewhere to put it. And I'm like, I was thinking, I'm like, well, kind of I do. And she said, yeah. She said, well, since you're buying this, she said, I might knock that down to 15, probably even 10. I'm like, well, if you're going to knock it down to 10, I'm going to take it. So She helped me load them both in, so I got the wire basket you can see back here, and then the I'll show them to you at some point or another. I'll show them to you. But I got it for 10, so I was excited about those. But when David gets here with the tiller, we'll start on the garden. Since the tiller's been broke so long, and then the hydraulics on the tractor's messed up, some grass has grown back in the garden spot, so we definitely got to get that out. But I got the plants down here, I got the seeds, I got everything. You know, whatever we get time to do today, we'll do today. And then what we don't get done, we'll finish up Monday, because you don't plant on Sunday. I was raised, plant on Sunday won't make, so won't be no planting on Sunday around here. Well, I asked them to come on in, and I'm going to show you. I told you on live, I have this cup. I bought it from Starbucks for, I don't know, a few bucks. And I just make me a iced coffee in there. I can make it in any other cup, but it's just kind of fun drinking out of this one. I made it with Dunkin' brownie batter creamer this morning. So, but that's all. Okay, that's all. Well, guess who? Me again. Just got a call from David. He said, well, I'll be there whenever I can get there. He said, this thing's still ain't right. I said, what? He said, yeah, he said he went to run it up on the trailer, turned it on, the gears wasn't acting right. I can't remember what he said it did. The gears wasn't acting right, but he said when he was trying to get it back off the trailer in reverse, it just took off, and it wasn't supposed to do that. And the time's running and everything. He said about run him over. I'm going to tell you what, if it run him over, I'd be owning that place. You hear what I'm saying? So I don't know if we'll be getting anything done today or not. They took it back in there to look at it, and so I don't know if that's something they'll be able to fix today or if he'll have to leave it. So if he has to leave it, we'll just be going on home, because there's nothing to do down here. So I just thought I'd update. I don't know what's coming up next. Well, folks, there'll be no tilling today. They had to leave it with them. They couldn't get it to work. So who knows when we'll get it back. They had it, what, 2 weeks last time? Who knows? I mean, we still got time to plant the garden, but we were excited to get it in. You know what I'm saying? So this being Saturday, there'll be no way he will get it back Monday and we get it tilled. There's no way. I don't see that happening. So now I really don't know what's coming up next. Well, if you can see behind me, it is finally planting day. David said them plants is going in the ground one way or another. So you got to chill it up first, and then when we start planting, I'll come back. Look at Jacob riding in the back. That's his first time riding in the wagon. Oh, he's getting out. He must like to drive better. Okay, the first plants are going in. We got our first row of tomatoes laid down. We hadn't planted them yet. Dathan's digging the holes, and Holly's laying them down and putting the markers. I walked along and measured the first row. That was my job, to walk 2 feet and show them where 2 feet was. What you doing? Honey, are you glad for this day to come?
Yeah, it's finally getting here.
Well, you can tell that one needs some water. Okay, you see, he's got an attachment on there. If you can see, it's digging up he calls them furs. It's digging up the thing for where we're going to plant our seeds. So you don't have to go around and hoe it. The attachment on the tiller does it. Now, if you notice where he's stopping, he said that end down there is just soupy. It's like shaded from that big tree, and they had a humongous storm here a few nights ago when Holly lost her power, and it is just saturated down there. It's kind of going this way, so it's running. So I'm not sure if we're going to get everything planted in this little bit right here of all the seeds we got. I really don't know. But we got all our tomatoes and our peppers in. And then over here, we got our cucumbers in. So I'll just have to let you know about the rest of the seeds. So we got Supervisor watching Holly. She's broadcasting the fertilizer in the furs. That's what David calls them. He was actually able to get the rows cut down there in the wet part. So we will be able to plant the whole garden. And turns out it's 122 feet long instead of 100. So we got a little bit more than we thought we did. But buddy, this is what all we got left. So we're going to use it. Trust me.
Yeah, I think we got enough rows to take care of everything.
I think we do too.
And then if you ever had to set your depth.
I started late. It says in there corn and something, I don't know.
Yes. See right there on the inside, it says sweet corn.
Uh-huh. Well, if your hand ain't in the way. Yeah, I think I do. It's sunny out here. What else does it say?
See where it says sweet corn right there?
Yeah, what else does it say?
Alright. Then, alright, this is pretty much corn on this one. That's about all you're going to get on this one.
Oh, they're different wheels.
Right.
Oh, then show me what you got in your hand.
Okay, this is for small peas and beans.
Yeah.
Okay, can you see it?
Yeah.
Alright, this is for carrots,
Oh, well, you can throw that one away.
turnips, lettuce, cabbage, onions, tomatoes, if you're doing small seeds. Yeah. Okay. This will be for peas. It'll say like early June peas. Let's see, jumbo peas on that one. And then this one is okra, Swiss chard, beets. That's on that one.
Yeah.
And then spinach, asparagus, and leeks, and radishes, medium radishes, is on that one.
That is so cool.
All right.
That's what we're fixing to film, this thing in action right here. What's it called?
It's just a seed planter.
Just a seed planter?
Yeah, just a walk behind seed planter. Here's your depth gauge. You try to set it about an inch deep for corn. So
they're fixing to plant corn.
So there's your.
Oh, it's got a guide on it.
There's your guide right there. That's
Yeah.
millimeters on that side. There's your inches on that side. So your markings right there for your inches. All right, then we're going. Well, come on now. There you go. Okay, now we're going to set it in an inch deep. See, there's your marking. There's a half right there. There's a quarter. There's a half. There's 3/4. And there's 1 inch right there.
Okay, and then you tighten it
And
up.
then you tighten it down. Just enough to where it won't move. That's it.
And then you put your seeds in the hopper.
Then you just pull your lever up.
Silver or gold first?
Whichever
It don't
one you
matter.
want to do.
Whatever you want to do.
Pour the whole thing?
Yep, okay.
Alright, let me not spill these.
I think it's a Ziploc top, ain't it? No, it ain't, is it? Nathan, what happened to your pocket knife?
I put it on.
Oh.
It's greasy from that, there you go.
Just get it down there where your wheel will pick it up.
Cool.
Alright. Now, when you walk in your road, just straddle your road because you're going to look at that little slot right down there and you're going to watch your corn come out
Okay.
as your wheel turns.
It's a little bit wet here, so it's kind of...
See your
Look at
corn,
there.
see your corn come out?
Yep.
Right down the wheel.
Oh, your thing come off, didn't it?
Yeah, this,
We don't spill your corn. Woo! I was catching it with my mouth.
let's see if you can find your inch mark there. And let me loosen you up.
Yes. There you go. Now you're good.
And what this little machine does, it'll deposit the seed and then come along behind it and cover it up, right?
Yep.
So then that's all there is to planting it. It plants it to the depth you want it, and then covers it up, and you're done. It's planted.
Yeah, because once it drops it, that back wheel runs over it and buries it.
Oh, okay. It's
Right here,
coming.
Holly.
It didn't cover it up.
Well, I missed it because my wheel messed my thing.
Oh, when it was missing. Oh, I see what you're saying.
But just kind of straddle your road with your feet.
Yeah, I see it in there.
All right, and then when you see your corn drop out,
Cool.
just watch that back wheel, and it'll run over it and bury it.
Yeah, it will. Look at there.
It missed that one. See, we're having trouble in this
wet.
soil
Yeah.
because it's wet. It's not dry, and
You kind of have to push forward, not down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
There you go. It's burying it now. Yeah, I missed one there, but that's all right.
one right there too.
We can always go back through.
Yeah, you can always go back to them. Just keep your back wheel on the ground. There you go.
Well, the garden is planted. I'm sitting here. David's having to put the deck back on Holly's lawnmower. He got it fixed. It was a spring. And then we're going to go get us something to eat because we just finished. This is Monday. We did what we could do Sunday. And then we let it dry Saturday. Don't plan on Sunday. And then let it dry out as much as it could until we come back today. And then we finished it. But I'm here to tell you, this is kind of telling us, this is kind of our experiment garden because everything in the world has been against us to get this garden done. And it needed to be cultivated with the tractor a couple more times to get a good grind on it. But you know, the hydraulics broke and we were just not ready to spend more money on the tractor after we just spent a boatload rebuilding it. So the rest of it was done with the tiller. And while it's a workhorse tiller, I mean, it's a good one. It still is not the same as the tractor, but we did the best we could do. So the rain we've had in this area, I mean, we've had some rain. It is a wet soil. It's a pretty dark soil, but it's wet and it's clumpy. And so there's a lot of clumps in it. I went through and hoed out, and Holly helped me hoe out the clumps from the furze he cut. Like the big clods, we hoed them out. But there's still, it's not a fine, finely tilled up soil because we couldn't help it. So we're hoping everything comes up. We have everything marked off in rows. We got everything planted. Everything as much as we wanted to plant of it it was like exactly enough room, and we had enough room for one extra 50-foot row of corn. So we have 250 foot of corn, and we have 100 foot plus 6 cherry tomatoes, because I think I bought him 2. I did. So there's 100 foot. Well, some of them are more than 50 feet, because we determined the garden we measured is 122 feet. It's not 100. So it's 50 by 122. So when I say 50 foot, part of it is 50 foot, and then the rest of it is the whatever, 50 and 22, 72. But we got 2 50s of tomatoes plus 6 cherry tomatoes, and then from the 6 cherry tomatoes on down to the end of just a couple tomatoes past is all our bell peppers and jalapeno peppers for Holly and sweet banana peppers for me. And then we got I had probably, well, there's 2 kind of green beans, so we got a row of regular blue lake green beans and a row of pole beans. And then all our beans, which I probably got maybe 7 kinds of beans, I think at least, got their own 50-foot row. And then there's they're called Christmas limas. Some were red and some were speckled. So I called I just called them Christmas speckled and Christmas red. I don't know why they're called Christmas. That's just their name. But they're the only lima beans they had that I saw. Well, they might have had some in jars, but we'd already picked those up. So I did half and half of those. So there's a 50-foot row of 2 different kinds of lima beans. And then I got purple hulls. The 50-foot, well, I got my book in there. I got crowder peas and purple hulls and October beans and little baby lima beans, little butter peas. Oh gosh, I can't think. Did I say crowd? I can't think what all kind of beans I got, because y'all know we bean people. And then we got, and I need to look this up. We planted, I got my white cucumbers. A couple of them died on the porch, but I got my white cucumbers because I want to make my mama's white cucumber pickles that I grew up with as a child and as a teenager, till she quit canning. But today, instead of perking up like the tomato plants all perked up, the tomato plants look good. My cucumbers are just kind of laying there, and the leaves turned white. So I need to look that up. Did I get too much water in the hole, too much fertilizer? I don't know. So anyway, I got like 5 white cucumbers, and then we got about 9, 10, 11, I don't know, pickling cucumbers, because you know I want to make some pickles, and we like to eat them too. And then we got one of the 70-foot row is all squash. It is zucchini, yellow, crookneck, and patty pan, which as a kid I called it flying saucer, because that's what they look like. And I got it purely for nostalgia's sake, which I like it too. I like to eat it. Just slice it up and fry it just like regular squash. Delicious. So there's a row of that. And then 2 of the 70-foot rows of okra, because we knew one was just not enough. And a row of sugar pie pumpkins, so I'm excited about that. I got a small pumpkin so that Jacob could pick it up if he wanted to pick him a pumpkin, and then good ones to can, because then I'll have my canned pumpkin. Now I can put it in the freezer because I've froze pumpkin plenty times over the years, but I don't think I'm going to have the freezer space. We're going to have to buy a new freezer, because with this meat we're stocking up on, I told David there's no room. If the garden came on right now, there would be no room in the inn. So that's going to have to be an expense. And then, like I said, 200, well actually I think they might be at the 70-foot, we'll just say 60, so 240 and 30, 270 foot of corn. Isn't that right? Now what he did with corn, he wants to cross-pollinate it. We got Silver Queen corn, which is what I growed up on and what we like and what he's always planted. and what we planted back before we quit. And then we got a gold queen or something. And he said he wanted to do it every other. I said, well, I don't want to mess with my silver queen. He says, I get awful good sweet corn when I cross-pollinate them. I said, well, do whatever you want to do. You just do whatever you want to do. I'm sure it'll be good. So he did every other row. And so it should cross-pollinate and do its thing. So that'll be fine by me too. I'm trying to think, did I forget anything else? Don't that sound like enough? And I mean, that's all the stuff we eat down here in our house. Like, it wouldn't do me to plant eggplants or Brussels sprouts or asparagus, which you probably have to have a lot of room. We missed out on the onion set. Oh, let me tell you about these too. We missed out on the onion sets because they were out, and then it's just, we didn't try to find none anywhere else. We'll just have to, when we get the garden fixed up better next year, hopefully we'll get the hydraulics fixed and everything. But let me tell you, these daggum skeeters, I've got to look them up because I don't know what kind of skeeters they are. They don't have the big long legs like the skeeters I growed up with, getting to eat alive. These is little black, big bodies, little legs, and they are, I guess they're skeeters. They have eat us alive. I told David to remind me to put bug spray on our shopping list this week because I am eating up. I would feel it, and when I would hit it and bring it back, I would have blood on my hands. And they eat my legs up, my arms up, the back of my neck. There's one back there that burnt so bad. I don't know if it's because the sweat got in it or what, but golly, Pete. We didn't get eat up Sunday. But then there was a bit more of a breeze on Sunday too, and that probably kept them stirred up. But they was even on David, and he don't normally get eat up. So I'm going to look these little suckers up and see what these things are, but I'm gonna be sprayed up next time I come out here. But it is supposed to rain coming in tonight into tomorrow, so we're hoping that'll give it the water it needs. But we've got a we want at some point with like a drip irrigation, but this just not this year. We've had a lot of expense on us that. And if he puts up that chicken wire around it, there's going to be another expense. And a freezer is going to be an expense. Which I'm hoping starting this frugalness is going to help. And we're doing good on that. Now, we're going to go out and eat after this. And I told him this morning, I said, now, do you want me to pack us a peanut butter sandwich or just wait till we get home? He said, well, maybe we'll just get us some cookout afterwards. So these are like little special things. Yeah, we could go home and eat, and I wouldn't mind going home and making food, but I'm breaking him in gently. Now, if I went and told him, right now, if I walked up in there, I said, we're not going out to eat, I'm going home and fix us something. He said, okay, if that's what you want. That's what he'd say. If that's what you want. So, but I'm getting him there. He was doing something in the kitchen yesterday, and I was in to get me a coffee or something, and the one light in the kitchen was on. I said, now, and he was watching the race. I said, now, turn that light off before you go over there. He walked over and turned it off and turned it back on and looked at me. I'm like, boy. He got on that couch grinning. I said, listen here, I'm the queen of frugal. I'm going to whip you into shape. He said, okay then. Uh-oh, he's looking for more tools. But Holly and the baby and Nathan got off to the beach this morning. His parents, they're going with them. They're coming back Wednesday, so it's a very short trip. But it'll be Jacob's first trip to the beach. I hate it's not with me, because I remember how his mommy, she was enamored with the beach. Oh my gosh, she took to it like a fish takes to water. She loved the beach when she seen it in her little bathing suit. Oh my gosh. So her mommy loved the beach. So I'm expecting him to love the beach. And she said, ain't nobody taking him out in that ocean? I said, no, they not. She said, there's too many chances to be drowned. I said, yes, they are. Nobody gonna take him in that pool neither. She said, nobody but me. I said, there you go. She said, I'm gonna be mama. I said, there you go. You be mama. I mean, you know, I was that way. So anyway, so I hope they have a good, safe trip. And I'm thinking if that's all I was going to tell you about the garden, we'll just have to wait and see if anything comes up. If the soil was okay, you know, the fertilizer was okay, if everything was okay, we'll just have to wait and see. That's all I know. So anyway, that ends the planting part of the garden. So I guess the next installment will be of when stuff starts coming up. We'll walk around and look at it. Not when it's little. Oh, let me tell you this too before I go. We seen deer tracks. They were down in the end we were planting on. Dave was sitting there. He goes, oh, there's deer tracks. And I looked. Sure enough, there was deer tracks all around down at the thing. I said, well, we could put up something around to keep them out, but they ain't gonna keep the rabbits out. I said, as soon as this stuff starts sprouting up, they gonna eat us out of house and home. So I don't know what we're gonna do. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. If we don't do nothing, we're just at the mercy of Mother Nature. That's all. I mean, you know, if they eat it, they eat it. What can you do? So anyway, well, that's all I'm gonna talk about. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I guess, let's see, what's today? Monday? I imagine I'll go home and edit this garden video that I've shot. I don't even know what I've shot for this planting part. If it's seeable or not seeable. Because when I'm out there in the sun, I can't hardly see my screen. So I don't know if I'm pointing at what I'm supposed to be pointing at or if I'm not. So forgive anything you just saw in case it is not good. So then I guess I'll see you. I don't have anything planned for Tuesday. So I guess I'll see you for my menu planning grocery haul on Wednesday. Unless I come up with something for Tuesday. Then I'll see you Wednesday. Okay, thanks for watching.